It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Chargers' versatile running back. He's coming off a nice showing last week, racked up a lot of yards, and reached the end zone once. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gautin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers in last week's game for Graham. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
On second down, it's Graham, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On first down, Graham, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Able to shake him off. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Herbert on third down now. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers are in themselves a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Wow, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pritchett. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ramsey. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Haskins. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run here with Haskins. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch something.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Again, Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. That's man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Graham. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Graham. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On Herbert, his third interception. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pritchett. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Pritchett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. He's going to try and take off with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pritchett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still going. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 2014. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Operating from the gun, Pritchett. gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the turnover, here's Herbert. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Still some climbing left to do to get back to even. But forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts with a Haskins carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-play attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping them.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Hopkins with a quick feed, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there for the second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Haskins on a give left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Another run for Haskins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down. Graham. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His pass caught at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Well, he is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing on first down is Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running left, Haskins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, it's Herbert. On the out route, this ball complete to Graham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. He's going to keep this again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 12. They'll run again, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
York able to send this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by 7. 1:04 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Second and 11 at the 41. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.